Hi, this is Mayor Pauly, just checking in. For the first 4 months of this year, I've been spending a lot of time in our community listening to folks about the high levels of concern and anxiety over a myriad of issues, and I just want to share with you what I've heard. While I'm concerned and anxious as well, I'm also hopeful and optimistic that we can work at the community level to manage whatever comes our way as best we can. And I want to encourage each of us to find ways to become the helper to so many of those in need in Issaquah. So far, I have heard from residents who have lost their employment or contract employment with short notice, rapidly impacting their family's ability to pay for housing, healthcare, daycare, and other basics. The newly unemployed who had a sense of pride in their work and the positive and life-changing impact their work has had on others are feeling additionally traumatized when friends and families are dismissive or show a lack of sensitivity to the real and harmful damage that these actions have had on the employee and on their family. These newly unemployed workers are also entering an already tight job market, where typically 200 applications were being received per advertised posting. It's now up to 1,000 per position, making prospects for a career transition extremely difficult. I've heard from nonprofits with canceled or suspended federal funding, having to cut services, staff, or trying to move to completely donor-funded operations, or even worse, to completely shut down. And the myriad of rumors of ongoing, continued, impactful changes to programs and services that have yet to be announced without an express plan for managing the disruptions to communities, residents, and families' lives. I anticipate that this level of uncertainty and anxiety will continue throughout this year, and it's going to have a significant impact throughout our community. So how can we personally maintain a strong and resilient community amid all these ongoing challenges? As I said to one of my dear friends recently, it's time for us to move from the family room back out to the front porch. The pandemic sent us inside, but we have been separating from our interwoven community life for many years prior to that, due to many factors of modern day life. We need to make ourselves more available to others now, to listen and assist where possible, to be a helper in a time of need, reaching out to check in face-to-face with our neighbors, our friends, and our families. My friend had called me up to go to coffee a while back to see if I could provide him any additional insights into issues that were creating such high levels of anxiety and concern for him. We met again a couple of weeks later to talk, and he shared this story with me. He works at home mostly, and a message popped up on a local Facebook community group that said somebody needed a tool, just for 5 minutes, about 3 to 4 houses down. He decided he had tons of stuff to do, wasn't going to get through all this work, but he thought, whatever, it's 5 minutes. He grabbed the tool, he ran down the street, and he knocked on the door. He met a brand new neighbor, and in very short order found out that they went to the same university, they had friends in common, and they enjoyed their conversation so much, they decided as new friends to meet up for dinner. I'm so grateful he shared this story with me about how he saw his neighborhood after this one small little action that he took, because I really wanted to share it with you. Kindness, caring, and openness are probably the biggest things all of us can bring to our actions. Listen without dismissing or judging. People are hurting right now. These are stressful, confusing, and traumatic times for those that have been impacted, and unique in that we have not seen this happen before at this scale and to so many people. These significant life changes are very hard, and one of the best and immediate things we can all do is to listen carefully and thoughtfully. It's a uniquely challenging time, but we can focus on the things we can control, which is how our communities work to be supportive of each other. We are resilient, and we will get through this. We can work together versus isolating ourselves. We can take personal action to invest ourselves in our community. Meet our neighbors, help where we can. Seek to understand versus demanding others agree with our views. By being better listeners, by being better helpers, and better neighbors. By trying to pull together, united, not divided. Coming from another country in the 90s, Issaquah was my community of choice, and it is the one I choose to stay in now and to help in any way I can to build resiliency through these difficult times. We could all just pick one small thing to do. Meet a neighbor, to help out, to listen to someone's story on how they feel today. And if you find yourself in need, remember, It's okay to ask for help, to look for helpers in our community. We're here to help.